The Taliban is forming a new government in Afghanistan, as we know it, and there are growing concerns about women's rights in the country. Now, in a rare public display, and despite the risk, you had dozens of women who took to the streets of Kabul demanding equal rights from the Taliban. You had the women chanting, "We are not afraid, we are united," as Taliban gunmen watch. The women also demanded access to education, the right to return to work, and a role in the government. Now, this protest in Kabul was the second women's protest in days following a demonstration in Herat. So what does the future hold for women and girls in Afghanistan? We have RT's Roselle Regis with her report.
Afghanistan is ranked as one of the most dangerous places in the world to be born a woman. In fact, a report by Global Rights reveals almost 90% of women experience physical or psychological abuse. Now with the Taliban back in power, Afghan women fear their rights will be stripped away again. More than 20 years ago, under Sharia law, the Taliban closed school for girls, and women were not allowed to work. Women couldn't leave the house unless being chaperoned by a male relative. Women also had to wear burqas, which cover them from head to toe, to avoid showing any bare skin. And if they disobeyed the rules, women were subjected to brutal punishment. After the fall of the Taliban in 2001, women enjoyed freedoms like they did in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And for much of the early 2000s, Afghan women again made rapid gains in many aspects of society. Millions of girls re-entered schools, and Afghan women filled seats in the government. In 2019, Zarifa Ghaffari became the youngest female mayor, appointed at the age of 26. And women held jobs again, like female journalist 24-year-old Behishta Arhand, making headlines herself recently for her groundbreaking interview with the Taliban, demanding face-to-face that women deserve rights. As the Taliban gained control of the government, most of these women have since then fled the war-torn country. But what happens to those women who weren't able to get away?
Women lost everything they had. The slogans given now that women will have their rights and they will be able to work, they were all just slogans.
They give reassuring messages on giving women their basic rights, or ensuring women's basic rights, but their action on the ground or their practices on the ground are different.
So what's changing for Afghan women? Female teachers are barred from teaching boys. Female journalists employed by state TV can no longer work. In recent days, the Taliban says women can continue working for the government for now, but they will have no place in the formation of the new government. When it comes to education, women will be able to attend university, but mixed gender classes will be banned, and only if their studies are in line with the Taliban's interpretation of Islamic law. Some Afghan women already accepted the new reality and are calling on the Taliban themselves to make a change.
I myself, I call on Haibatullah, the leader of Taliban. I call on Mullah brother, come, let's talk to me. Sit with me and talk to me. If you can at least, make me understand your words, so I will go the way what you want me. Otherwise, you can't govern with that 50% of population of Afghanistan.
And these children have a lot of rights, and they want to have a good Afghanistan. Please let the women to go to job, please do what you promise. And if they do what they promise, I think one day we have a very beautiful and good Afghanistan.
Reporting for RT, I'm Roselle Regis.